Hello, everybody, and welcome to our lesson today. Franklin says hi. We are going to talk about the parts of a flower. So here's what we have so far. We have a black piece of paper and a white pencil. If you have white paper and a regular pencil at home, that would be okay. This just this shows the parts of the flower, I think, a little bit better, and it's a little more interesting, right? So we're not always doing things the same way. So pencil, white pencil. I have my tape that I'm going to put to the side so my friend can use it here too. My tape, and most importantly, I have some flowers. So these flowers, my neighbor was kind enough to let me have. This came off of her rhododendron plant. Beautiful plant. It is actually the state flower. They are gorgeous this time of year, and these flowers lend really well to this lesson. So this is what I'm going to use today. I'm going to put these off. I'm going to take one of these flowers so what we're going to dissect it. Dissect it means that we're going to take it apart. So here I have my flower. I only need one. I made sure to have the stem attaching it to it. So last week we talked about parts of a plant, and just like parts of a plant, one of the parts of a plant is a flower. We are going to show you all the different parts of this flower. So what do we know? We know that the flower is a living thing, yeah, because it needs water and nutrients and sunshine, right? Dirt, nutrients come from the dirt, and it moves, right? These are things that all living things do. So even though it doesn't get up and walk around like we do, we move around. It moves towards the sunlight. The petals and the leaves move towards the sunlight to get the vitamins. Their roots grow down towards nutrients and water to get things they need that way. So the plant does move, in fact. So let's get to it. What's your question?
Just made me forget.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Will you try to keep it in your brain for next time? So the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to look at this. Parts of the flower, some of the parts you can see and some of them you can't. We're going to start with the very first thing that we can see, and that is this guy here. This you probably know as a petal of the flower. It's usually the part that's color, right? I'm going to take this part off. So another name for this petal is called the corolla. So you'll see, I'm going to take this off. I'm going to see if I can keep everything else intact. So the corolla will go on here. And before we start this, actually, we are going to turn our paper around, and at the very top, we are going to write parts of a flower.
I made a corolla.
Parts of a flower at the very top, because that's what we're working on here. We like to give it a title. Parts of a flower.
P-A.
You can see it right here, huh?
P-A.
Bring it down here some more so you can see what I'm doing. So back to what we were talking about. This is the corolla. I'm going to take a piece of tape here. Make sure it's big enough. Now your flower may have more than one corolla. This is one petal basically. Even though it's shaped into it looks like 5 different pieces, it is one. Here we go. Corolla. So I have my corolla, and next to the corolla, I'm going to write the name. Corolla.
You're making me not catch up.
You can see it right here. Take as much time as you need.
Mommy, could you wait for me to catch up?
The next thing that we're going to talk about.
Wait for me to catch up.
I have to continue my video. As you can see here, these pieces here, this is the next part we're going to talk about. These parts are called the stamen. And there's quite a few of these. So I have 1 stamen, 2 stamens, 3 stamens, 4 stamens, 5 stamens, 6 stamens, 7 stamens,
FF.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stamens, 9 stamens, and 10. I have 10 stamen in my flower here. Now, this one is not a stamen. We're not going to pull this one off yet. It is a little different. If you can see this, let me show you the difference. So if you have a different kind of flower, the stamen will look a little different, okay? You can see how it looks a little bit different. This one right in the middle is called something else. We'll talk about that in just a moment. I'm going to get a big piece of tape. If you're using glue, that's okay too. We are going to tape this all the way down on our piece of paper.
Big piece of tape.
You can see what I did there.
This is big.
And I'm going to write what these are. These are called stamen. Stamen. This one here, stamen. Let's count them again. 1, 2, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I wonder how many stamen your flower has. Stamen. Franklin's going to continue to count his stamen and glue his on there, or tape is on there. And we're going to move on to the next piece here. This piece in the middle is called the pistil. Can you say pistil? Pistil. We're going to take this off. There is 1 pistil in flower. Yours probably has 1 as well. We're going to take a small piece of tape. And we're going to tape them on there. And I will write on here, pistil. Pa. If. Ta. Oh.
Some of mine also.
Okay, so I have pistil here. My letters kind of ran together, but you see it? Pistil. And the last piece of the flower that we're going to talk about is this guy here. So you see this one I'm holding here? That's the stem. It's part of all plants. All plants have stems. And the stem, remember, takes the nutrients from the ground and it brings up the water and the food to the plant. And it also carries it from the roots all the way to the flower. This up here is a new part of the flower that we're going to talk about, and it's called the calyx. Can you say calyx? Calyx. So I'm going to glue my stem.
That's it for me. Thank you.
You're welcome. We're going to tape the stem, but we are going to label the calyx. Ah, ah, oh, yeah. Calyx. Just like that. There's my calyx. So we might have learned some new words here. This shows us all the parts of our beautiful flower. Now we can play a game with our new information. We can play a game and I can ask you questions. And I would ask you, point to the stamen. Where are the stamen? Remember, I have 10 stamen. There they are, stamen. Where is the pistil? Pistil, right there. Where is the corolla? Remember, those are the petals. Corolla. There's the corolla. Where is the calyx? There it is, right there. Calyx. One more game we can play. Ready? Play with me. What is this? Yes, this is the corolla. What is this? This is the stamen. What is this? This is the calyx. What is this? This is the pistil. Very good. Okay, everybody, and that concludes my lesson. Hopefully you enjoyed learning about the parts of a flower. Join me again. We're gonna have an extension lesson where we're gonna make the booklet for parts of a flower. Thanks for joining. See you later, bye.